Alright, quick little video here on installing piston for the Merc 800. Of course, make sure your piston heads are aligning according to your motor. I'm going to start, make sure again you also clean all your parts. These are new old stock parts, all the needle bearings and washers had the light grease on them, so oil, so they were all cleaned up. I need 25 needle bearings for these pistons, which are here. And take a little straight edge ruler I use, and it just kind of nicely aligns them. I used a socket head on my socket extender arm. I had to grind it down just ever so slight, but it just became the perfect diameter to fit into the piston, so it's going to act as my tool for helping me install these pieces. I take the wrist pin washer, I slide that over first. It won't fall out the other side. Put a generous amount of lubric plate on. Usually just smear it up a little bit. Just keep lots of rags around. And then just place it at the beginning of the bearings. And just slowly turn. For the most part, it usually picks up most of the bearings. They sometimes have to just place on a couple. Perfect, they all seem to be on there. Then I'll take the washer, slide that up over the tool, and it kind of then nice and evenly press all the needle bearings up. Take the rod, lift it up. Again, that washer is acting as a nice little guide. Slide that in, do a little visual inspection, make sure they're all there. Holding the washer, leaving it in place, slide the tool out, and all the needle bearings are in place, and wipe the tool off. Alright, all the needle bearings are in the rod. The wrist pin has been depressed enough, a little further so that the inside washer is sitting on the wrist pin. You then take your alignment, the rod, align that up. Now, using the tool that you made, you slide that into the other end, and when it goes all the way through, you know that you've aligned it correctly. Just double check to make sure that no needle bearings are out of place, and we should be good to go here. You can try to press it by hand, which in this case, it just nicely went in on its own. Tool comes out the other side. Make sure that all the needle bearings are in position, and then you just have to do a little bit of a tap, and then take that same tool. I use it, so we have to center the wrist pin in the piston and leave us enough room. There we go, to get our wrist pin clips in. And we install those just using our needle nose pliers. I never get these right the first time. I haven't quite figured out this technique perfectly yet. There we go, that didn't work. Oh. There we go. In we go. Then what I'll do is I'll just turn them in position just to make sure that they're sitting in their slot properly. And then repeat that on the other side.